All right, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, the 28th of January, 2023. We're closing in on a full month of this podcast. And it has been quite a challenge. It's been insane, actually. I didn't think that, I don't know, I guess the only thing I've ever really done for 365 days successfully is like all of the automatic things that my body does, like breathe and blink. Even then, breathing I haven't done successfully because I got asthma. But I'm making the time every day to do this podcast, and it's, with the only rules being that it has to be 10 minutes minimum and 20 minutes maximum. I think that sort of makes it a bit easier. I don't have to sit down and just waffle on for hours, and I don't have to have a lot to say. I can just get here and talk, which kind of, that makes me kind of happy. But bloody hell, it has been a slog. It's been really difficult, especially with like implementing like training back into my routine. Like I've been starting to go back to the gym and start running and training. Not really for any specific purpose, just to be healthier and to lose some of my fat. I've spent, 6-7 years. Oh, excuse me. I rubbed my eyes and I got real tired. I spent 6 or 7 years being a bloody stoner, smoking weed all the time, and that there's a level of punishment now that's causing when I work out and when I'm doing these exercises and stuff. So one thing I've noticed in 2 weeks of exercising, obviously 28 days sober, I haven't had a drink, I haven't had anything to smoke for 28 days. One of the crazy things that I've noticed is my lung health is insanely better. And it doesn't sound that crazy. It's not obviously not that crazy, but even before, I did 100 days sober last year and my lung health didn't really improve that much when I stopped smoking, stopped drinking. But this year, with the implementation of exercise, and getting out and doing these things, getting my heart rate up and sort of pushing myself, I have just noticed that I haven't needed to use my asthma puffer as often, and I've been able to just sort of breathe more consistently. I guess maybe it's because I'm focusing on my breath. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the science behind it. But it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. I got rid of my asthma once when I was 16. The same sort of thing. I was exercising and I was doing stuff. So it went away. I didn't have to use my asthma puffer. I didn't need a preventer for I want to say 8 months, 9 months. And then it came back when I started gaining weight again. So I'm kind of hoping that I can eliminate it for the most part just by continuing, the theme of exercising and continuing the theme of, I guess, being healthy and just pushing myself, making sure that I push myself to the limit, and leave it all everywhere. Normally I would sit and I would do. I'm just not making excuses. I guess that's what I want to say. I'm not making excuses. I am sore, like my legs are sore. I've got a sore body from working out. But yesterday I was I went for a run. So it was yesterday, Friday. I went for a run on Thursday night. I did 4.2 kilometers. I was running and walking and whatever, but still, I traveled that distance in about 30 minutes, which was pretty good. And so, yesterday when I woke up, I thought that I was going to be really sore, really fatigued, especially because after my first run on Monday, my legs were just sort of jacked and I was having a bad time. I could feel that I'd gone for a run. But yesterday, by the afternoon, after eating brekkie and everything, by the afternoon I was feeling really good. And so I was like, oh, I don't know what I should do, because I said today was going to be a rest day. But I'm sitting here feeling like I could go and work out. I could go and do some exercise. It doesn't have to be big, but I just felt like, if I was sitting around doing nothing, I was making excuses. And there's this weird thing, this weird balance where I don't want to push it too hard. I don't want to go too far. And I don't want to like counteract it in a way where it's like I've done too much or I hurt myself, or, you know, I don't want to put myself at risk of injury or at risk of illness, even like battering down my immune system and then just getting sick and having to take like a week off exercising and work and shit. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like if I can do things, if I can get out and I can move my body, that I shouldn't do that just because I said it was going to be a rest day. And yesterday I was feeling like really good. Today I don't feel so good, so today I'm going to actually have a rest. I got to work today, so I'm just going to go to work and then come home and I'm actually going to like chill the fuck out. And then tomorrow my top half of my body feels pretty good, so tomorrow I'll do a push day in the gym. Oh, I'm sorry. That's one thing I definitely have noticed is I'm tired. I'm always tired now. I guess because my body's just adjusting and growing and changing. Anyway, my principle yesterday was I'm not dead yet. If I'm not dead, there's no excuse, right? I got to get out. If I'm not dead, I'm not dying. I got to get out and do it. And so I did a leg workout. And my legs still feel pretty good. I was nervous because like that was what stopped me going from the gym. Stopped me from going to the gym in 2019. I can't remember exactly what weight I was using, but I definitely just fucked my legs up by doing 3 sets with no warm-up. My warm-up was a run on the treadmill. I did 3 sets of squats and then continued to do leg exercises after that. And I just jacked my legs up. They were in a lot of pain. I think for about 4 weeks, I think for the first couple of days, I could barely walk. I actually had to call in sick for work. I had to stay in bed. And then following that, for the next like 2 weeks, my limp just got a little bit better. I was limping because it was both legs. Any downward pressure I put on my legs, I would just feel it shoot through my quad. I probably tore a muscle. I don't know. I never got it checked out, so I probably should go and do that. But they feel fine now. They're just tender. And I don't want to push it. I don't want to like build them up too quick. So I only did, what would it be, 30 kilos yesterday? What would it have been? I did, 20 kilo bar, 5 on either side. That's 30. I did 35. That was what I ended up pushing it to. And I was just doing it for reps. I was just trying to build that strength back up. And there's like I said, there's an element of nervousness where it's like I probably could have gone 50, probably could have gone 55, but I didn't want to jack my legs up and have a bad time, and then have to like fucking quit the gym again. Or even more simply, I want to be able to sustain constant consistency. I want to keep going to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week. So, or at least exercising 3, 4, 5 times a week. So 3 times at the gym, and then also get out for 2 runs or something like that. And if I go in and I'm like pushing myself to grow, and pushing myself to like use heavy weights, I just put myself at a risk of recovery taking longer than I anticipate. And obviously if I've only got 7 days in a week and I need to recover for 3 of those days, that only leaves me with 4 days to work out. If every time I work out I need 3 days of recovery, it's just the math's not going to add up. So I'm doing smaller amounts more often, in the hopes that that's going to build a bit more of a rhythm, get my body used to moving so often. And then with that, when it comes time to potentially start like a bodybuilding routine, I can like cut back off all the cardio that I'm doing, not do as much. I'll still do a bit, but mostly I want to be doing 5 to 6 days in the gym and lifting progressively heavier. So that way I can, by the end of the year, start to cut, and I should have gained 1, 2, 3 kilos of muscle. But I don't know how it works. I know nothing about it. So I'm just going to sit here and it's going to sound like I'm talking shit to the lay person. There's going to be so many people, to the people who do it and know a lot about it. I know nothing about it. I'm still a student. So I'm going to be looking into it and developing and figuring it out as I go. But I found the perfect before photo for when I post my before and after. And it really sums up, what a fat fucking slob I was before I started getting into, I guess, fitness and like fixing myself and fixing my health. I was a big boy. I currently weigh 110. I think it's like 240 pounds. I think I looked up the other day. I reckon with all the fat on my body, I could lose it. I could lose about. I reckon if I lost 10 kilos, I'd probably be sitting at about, I don't know, 15% body fat, 10-15% body fat. I think that if I toned up, I'm probably not going to lose that much weight necessarily. I think I'm just going to lose the fat. So I don't think I'll go below 100. I don't think my body could do that unless I started losing muscle as well. And so, I'm just going to keep cutting, keep pushing myself, keep exercising, keep eating healthy. I've hit this plateau where I'm like, obviously I've only just started, but I haven't started losing weight. But I have noticed that I've lost a lot of fat and I've grown a lot of muscle mass. And I think that muscle mass is just coming back from when I used to work out. I think my muscle memory is just there, so it's just coming back. But I guess we'll give it another, 2 weeks, give it another 4 weeks. What is it for winter? Is it May, June, July? June, July, August. Is it December, Jan, Feb is summer? What is it? Summer, autumn, winter, spring? May, June, July. So May, June, July is autumn. Oh no, March, April, May. Yeah, that makes sense. March, April, May. I forgot about 3 of the fucking months of the year. March, April, May is autumn. June, July, August is winter. September, October, November is spring. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I reckon by March, April, May, by sort of early May to mid-May, I'll start my bulking. I'll start my bulking properly. I'll stop getting out and trying to do as much physical stuff in terms of losing fat. And I'll start my just pure bulk, and then I'll get back in in September, mid-September. I'll start getting back in to lose the weight. So that way by, December, January, and I can get out and go to the beach, I'll be fit and I'll be looking good and I'll be healthy as fuck and I'll be hopefully jacked. Anyway, that is immortalized now on this podcast, so I really have to do that. Otherwise, I have to answer to myself and answer to the Mitch that was here on the morning of Saturday, 20th of January, 2023.